everyone, Samantha Haberlach. I'm a realtor in the Arlington area, and today I love meeting new businesses and I love bringing my friends in to talk about their businesses. Today, my good friend Mellisa, Carey, and I are talking about Melissa's business, the Christmas Cabinet LLC. And I'm so excited. We've been talking about doing this for over a year. So let's get right into it. First, tell me about the Christmas Cabinet and what it is you have.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question.
I love it.
Did you have an advent calendar when you were a little girl?
I did, but it was a paper one.
Right, and they were so pretty and sparkling, and they had glitter and angels, and you loved them, and then you opened up the flap, and it was such a letdown.
It is a letdown.
Because it was either like some Bible verse, you're 6, you're like, what? Or I loved when I got to be the one to unwrap the nativity scene, but again, it was kind of a disappointment, because I knew there was so much more to it than just Mary, Joseph, and a camel.
Yes.
You know, I knew there was so much more to the story, but I was a kid. I didn't know where to look, like in the big book with the gold leaves to find the story. I didn't know. And so I really wanted to make something that was really approachable for families. Something that would like take the chaos out of Christmas for moms so that families could have a peaceful, calm, intentional Advent.
This is one of my favorite things about this. So I have my Christmas cabinet as well. And I really enjoyed last year with Christmas, because I did buy it right before Christmas last year, being able to go through with the kids and learning with them, because it's like a perfect blend between a nativity scene and learning through Advent across the entire season of Advent and every day learning something new.
This little booklet packs a punch.
I love it.
It's small, it's short, but it is so helpful for parents, because every single day there is, you open up the cabinet.
I mean, I love how on each box, it also comes with a sticker
on each story box on the bottom.
That's the story. So what I did last year is this would be something we'd do at dinner.
Perfect.
Just like an Advent calendar, you're gonna open one each day.
Every day. You open up one of the drawers. They're all numbered 1 through 24. And then there is a figure in each drawer, and they're numbered on the bottom so that you can easily put them away after Christmas. Right. And it tells the story of that figure. And then on my website, there also is a link for a Christmas carol or a story or a cartoon or a video, so that every day, if you want to go deeper, if you want to unleash the kids on the Experience the Cabinet website, just go to the website, do the story with each kid each day, and enjoy it as a family.
So tell me about how you came up with all of this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Well, there's nothing like this out there. I searched and searched for years, and when people find it on my Etsy store, they're like, I've been looking for something like this for years, and I know there's nothing like it. So I was like, okay, I just got to make one.
Yes.
And I am the cheapest person in the universe. And I was at Safeway one Christmas, and they were having a 90% off sale on their Christmas merchandise. And I found this little cabinet, and it had stale peppermints with little pink and green Santas. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
this could be
so much more.
So much more.
We could teach with it.
What could I do with this? What would the 24 figures be like? Oh, what if we had a Christmas carol to go with each day?
How long has it taken you to make?
A couple of years. Not too bad. It really was not too bad.
No, when you put your mind to something, you really buckled down and you got it done, and it's beautiful.
Well, and it was amazing how quickly it came together.
Businesses, you do need to make some kind of a profit, but I will tell you, it's not a lot of profit. This is more of a nonprofit to me than a profitable business, because you put so much quality into what you've produced, and it is so affordable.
This is a labor of love for me, and I don't take a salary. At this point, I can't tithe. Tithing is when you give a portion of your profits to God, and I can't do that yet because I'm not making profits yet.
No profits yet. We're breaking even at this point.
But it's a labor of love. And, I think it's really important, if you start a business, it has to be something that you're passionate about, that is filling a void. There are plenty of candle shops and, women's jewelry shops and tchotchkes, but there is nothing like this out there. And so I really wanted to address an audience that desperately needed what this product is.
And you can ship all over
the country.
So talk to me about any adversity you've faced or any challenges you've faced in the last few years with making this. I'm sure there's been a few.
Oh my goodness. Starting a business is tough. A huge percentage of all small businesses fail in the first year. And that is tough. There's a reason that small businesses fail, because there is just so much involved, whether it's getting a trademark, whether it's making sure that you're profitable, setting up a website, learning printing, issues, layout, design, graphic design, manufacturing offshore. I had to learn so many different things to be involved with this.
And okay, so what's kept you going with this? You've dealt with a lot of adversity.
Getting fed. Oh my goodness. It is so amazing. Every time I get an order from somebody, I see these not as a product, but they're kind of like my children. They're my foster children. And it's just so exciting to see them going into homes. Amazing. I had one gentleman whose mother during COVID was in a nursing home and they weren't able to see each other. And so every day he would open it up and read it to her on the phone. And it was just so meaningful. And probably, my favorite story is, it's so corny. The first person who purchased one on Etsy, I was like, how in the world did you find out about the Christmas cabinet? She said, my husband and I have been looking for something like this for years. There is nothing like it. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I made it. and she received it and she sent back an email just saying, I cannot thank you enough. This is so beautiful. But she said, it's the first thing that I saw when I got home from the hospital after losing my twin sons in utero. It is the thing that is giving me hope to know that I will once again find joy at Christmas when I open it with my daughter.
And that's your first person that found you.
That is the first customer that I had.
That found you on their own without a friend of a friend.
I'm done. If it was just made for this woman, I'm done.
I say that all the time with me in real estate. Tears of joy. I live for tears of joy. I live for helping other people and having that moment where you find something for them that they need in their life at that moment.
Exactly.
Love it.
And this is an heirloom that is going to be passed
on
from generation to generation. And what I really love is like all of the figures are so unique. This is a story that you just don't get from the simplistic stories because we deal with really deep, important concepts. We start with atonement with day one with Zechariah, who's the father of John the Baptist and the husband of Elizabeth. And we start with the concept of atonement, which is a really hard concept to understand, but it's the whole reason Jesus came was to help us feel the lack of shame from the mistakes that we've made in life. And so I really wanted to make sure everything was 100% biblically accurate. It tells the whole story day by day. So the little figure of Bethlehem on December 9th, we talk about how Bethlehem is a small town just a few miles south of Jerusalem, 1,000 years before King David was born in Bethlehem. And how the prophet Micah in the Old Testament talks about how from Bethlehem will come the Savior of the world, will come the Messiah. So we're weaving together these Old Testament prophecies, the New Testament teaching, and then we talk about the etymology of the word Bethlehem. Anytime you see Beth, like Bethel is house of God, Bethesda, Bethsaida, Bethany, house of mercy, house of sorrow, house of figs. Well, Bethlehem is house of bread, Bethlehem, which is incredible because Jesus called himself the bread of life. And that was literally the day after he multiplied the loaves and the fishes.
Well, let's have something for a decoration in our home that is beautiful.
And battery free.
And it's battery free.
Right.
Well, I have to say thank you so much for welcoming me into your beautiful home and explaining a little bit about this for our listeners today. And thank you all
Sam.
for listening.
You and I both share, a real desire to help people in what we do, and that's why we do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching.